Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Aventurine Listener by me. So let's get into it. The steel walls of the cell are cold against your back as you struggle against the ropes binding your wrists. Your breath is racked, your heart pounding in your chest as you listen for any sounds of movement outside. The dim light from a single flickering bulb casts eerie shadows on the walls, intensifying the fear that was already gnawing at you. You took a deep breath and closed your eyes, thinking of him, Aventurine. His confident smile, the way his eyes sparkled with mischief, and the gentle touch of his hand when he held your own. He would come for you, and you were quite sure of that above all. You were certain that he would not leave you alone at a time like this. He had always been someone that you could depend on, your protector when you needed him. And that's when you heard them, footsteps echoing down the corridor, making you hold your breath, hoping that it's him, somehow coming to save you. The door creaks open, and your heart sinks when you see a tall, masked figure instead. Well, the figure sneers. Look who's awake, enjoying your stay. You glare at him, refusing to show any sign of weakness. What do you want with me? You demand, and the figure chuckles darkly. Not much, really. You're just bait. Aventurine will come for you, and when he does, we'll be ready. Your heart clenches at the thought. They plan to use you against him. They wanted you to be the reason that they trap him. And you couldn't let that happen. You wouldn't let it. You just could not. If anything happened to him, you would never forgive yourself. And suddenly, an explosion rocks the facility, breaking you out of your train of thought. And the figure staggers, looking alarmed. And before you could say anything, the door bursts open, and there he is, Aventurine, in all his glory, his eyes blazing with fury as he takes in the scene. Get away from her. He scowls, launching himself at the masked figure before he even gives him a chance. The fight is swift and brutal. Aventurine's movements are a blur as he takes down the man with a series of powerful blows. He's not a physical fighter by any means, but perhaps seeing you in such a position made him feel some things that he hadn't felt in a long time. And so he was not aware of what he was doing, or how he even acquired such strength. Within moments, the man is now unconscious on the floor, and Aventurine is at your side, untying the ropes with shaking hands. Are you okay? He asks, and you could see how his voice was trembling. And the concern in it was so obvious that it was almost painful to hear. He nodded, burying your face in his chest, inhaling the familiar scent of him. I knew you'd come, you whispered, and he pressed a kiss to your forehead, his arms tightening around you. I'd tear the universe apart to find you, he says softly. No one hurts the person I love and gets away with it. He helps you to your feet, keeping a protective arm around you as you make your way out of the cell. The facility is in chaos, with alarms blaring and smoke filling the air. Aventurine leads you through the corridors, his expression fierce and determined. Stay close, he instructs, glancing back at you to make sure you're okay. He was hesitant about letting you walk, but since you were uninjured and he needed to be alert, it seemed like the best course of action. We need to get out of here before reinforcements arrive. You nod, gripping his hand tightly. I'm with you. And as you navigate through the facility, you can't help but marvel at his skill and his bravery. He moves with confidence, taking down any enemies that cross your path with ease. His focus is unwavering, and his only goal is to get you to safety. It made your heart melt and sing praises for him, because you were so utterly in love with this man that you had. Finally, you're able to reach the exit. An Aventurine ushers you outside. The fresh air is a welcome relief, and you take a deep breath, feeling the tension slowly leave your body. We made it, he says, pulling you into his arms once more. You're safe now. You look up at him, your heart swelling with love and gratitude. Thank you, you say, your voice choked with emotion. I don't know what I'd do without you. He smiles, brushing a strand of hair away from your face. And you will never have to find out. I'll always be here for you, he promises. And you lean into him, feeling safe and loved in his embrace. No matter what challenges you face, you know you can overcome them together. With Aventurine by your side, there is nothing that the two of you couldn't handle, even dangerous situations like this. You knew you could count on him no matter what. The journey back to your home is filled with quiet conversation and stolen glances as Aventurine carries you halfway there. He just wants to hold you and needed an excuse. It kept convincing you that you were tired and needed it. And you were in fact too tired to argue. And you needed that relief and comfort as well. You knew that after all that had transpired today, your relationship was much stronger than it ever was.